and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about my Edinburgh purchases, and first of all, before I get into that, I'd like to say thank you to everybody that left kind comments on my last video, which was my Edinburgh vlog, which was the first time I'd ever vlogged, and realised how very hard it is and actually quite embarrassing. You just feel the minute you lift, I mean, we're on our phones all the time, so we shouldn't really feel strange, but the minute you lift that phone up and you're actually filming and you're talking, you kind of feel everybody starts looking at you, which shouldn't be bad because, you know, on YouTube and all that. But anyway, and of course I was holding it the wrong way round, and I do know that you're supposed to hold it horizontally. I do know that, but anyway, that was my first one, and thanks very much for watching and for leaving your lovely comments and for the thumbs up. So to the purchases today, I've got my wee doggy here who is being a little pest and a little devil as usual. Yeah, to the purchases. We went into Louis Vuitton first of all, and then into Harvey Nichols. Actually, just made it into Louis Vuitton because actually what actually happened was we left quite late, really for two reasons. One being because I'm a tidy freak and I need to make sure everything's sitting perfectly in the house before I leave. And secondly, the most important reason is because I look after my mum. My mum lives with me and she has dementia, and I'm her carer basically, and she needs 24-hour care. And for me to leave, it's my son that takes on the caring. So the later I left, the less caring he had to do, basically the less work he had to do. So we kind of left later on, and then the traffic was terrible. So Louis Vuitton closes at 5 o'clock, and we kind of got into Edinburgh, and my husband says to me, "You're not going to make it, it's 5 to 5. And I'm like, really? Watch me. How far away are we? He says, well, it's across the square, blah, 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 blah. So, unclicked my seatbelt. We were sitting at red lights at the time. Jumped out the car, threw my jumbo over my shoulder, had my espadrilles on, which were fantastic for running in, and ran all the way to Louis Vuitton. Got there, and they literally locked the doors behind me. Arrived into Louis Vuitton. The assistant was, "Can I help you?" Give me 5 minutes. So then I asked for what I was looking for, and basically I was looking for the sunglass case, which they didn't have, the 6-key holder, which they didn't have, in any pattern, in any colour, in anything, just no 6-key holders. The other thing I wanted was, of course, the mini pochette, which quite a lot of people will be happy I've now got, and I'll stop going on about I'm the only one that doesn't have one. I am now the proud owner of a mini pochette. And I got my iPhone folio case, which I'm absolutely in love with. Love at first sight with that. So, yeah, let's get into the purchases. So, here we have the bag and the 2 boxes that the items came in. So the first one was, and what I noticed here, I don't know if they were rushing or what, but there was no cord on the box. First ever time I've ever got anything and there's no actual cording on the box. Even when I order online, it's all packaged lovely. So I don't know if they were like, let's get it out of here, we want to go home, we want to enjoy the sun. Yeah, in fact, when my husband arrived, he was locked outside, but they did let him. Anyway, back to the unboxing. So the box opens up like that. Came in this type of dust bag, which opens like so. mini pochette. Here we are. Here it is. Just here. So I haven't actually used it yet, to be totally honest, because I really want this for my smaller bags as a kind of catch-all. When I can't fit my cosmetic pouch, I can then use this as kind of the wee bits and pieces that I need to carry. So that's what I bought this for. I haven't actually used it. It's when you get something new, you've kind of got your bag organised in a certain way anyway, so it's kind of working round, and I probably will end up using it in bigger bags as well. So yeah, the other way I thought of using this was by dropping everything, taking the strap from my Metis here. Everything's falling out. So taking the strap from this and then attaching it to the mini pochette, which I haven't actually tried out yet, and the canvas actually matches really well, because sometimes the canvases are a different colour, but this is very well matched. So I thought of, it's my dog up there at the window, so yeah, put it this way, get it the right way round. So what I thought of doing was putting that on there. I don't know if it's going to be too thick for the pochette, but one way to find out. So that's what it looks like, and I kind of thought of, for those days, yep, actually looks very nice, and that hanging down there. So for those days when you really don't want to be holding a bag and you want to carry your phone and your keys and that's it, you want to be hands free and you don't want to take a bag, and you really, because we take our phones everywhere nowadays, so I thought that's what that could be used. So there's an idea. Looks lovely like that as well. So yeah, so the other thing I got was my iPhone case. Again, it came in this type of box, and with it cleaning cloth as well, and it came in this type of dust bag, and that was the cover over the sticky bit. That's my old iPhone cover, and instructions. Yeah, so that's how that one came, and let me tell you, totally and utterly in love with this item here. Now I used to look at this and I used to think, now why would you spend that amount of money on something that you can't really use for years and years and years, because we change our she is throwing everything off, everything. So yeah, why would you spend that type of money on something? But I think it's absolutely worth it. As soon as I looked at it, I just fell in love with it. I love the feel of it, and you think how much and how many times we use our iPhone, so it's there all the time. It's the thing we use all the time. I will do a proper review on it because I absolutely love it, and I really do think it's worth every penny. I mean, it has slots here. You can take the phone on and off, so if you're using the phone at the gym and you need to keep it in a different pouch, or you need to get your phone fixed, it's not a problem. It unsticks and sticks, which I have done, and it's really quite easy to line it up and put it in. And if you don't line it up the first time, again, you can take it off. I just keep my gym card in there because I've always got my phone with me at the gym, and it saves me from forgetting my gym card. Only one disadvantage to this: it doesn't add much bulk, and it isn't much bigger than the iPhone. But with the let me just take the big straps off. With the with that case with this case on the phone, it doesn't fit in the mini pochette. So if I wanted to carry my phone in the mini pochette, I would have to take it out of this, which isn't a... Where is she? Lily, out you come. Come here, baby girl. Come here. So, yeah, which isn't a problem because you can take it off of that, like I said. But yeah, it doesn't, and I've really tried to fit it in and it just does not fit in, which I was quite gutted about. I've tried it in all ways and no, it doesn't. The opening is just not big enough. But the iPhone does fit in the pochette when it's not in the case. So, but that looks kind of cool like that, doesn't it? Yep. Love, love. Beautiful. So then we went into Harvey Nichols as well, and I picked up this perfume here, which I posted on my Instagram a few weeks ago. I smelt it when I was in Fraser's and fell in love with it. So this is the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. There it is. And it has the beautiful white packaging just there. And basically, to me, this is summer. Now she's knocking the tripod. I'm going to have to lift her up. Come here. Come here. Here we go. Right, you're going to sit like a good girl? Are you going to be a good girl? Or am I going to throw you out of here? Eh? So, yeah, it comes in this lovely packaging just here. And, yeah, smells like summer. Beautiful, beautiful smell. When I read the iPhone, I will tell you what the notes are in this. To me, notes don't actually mean anything. I basically smell a perfume, like it or not like it. The other thing is, I'm only just now getting into perfumes. I was the type that would have one perfume, that would be it, that would be my signature perfume. I then moved on to having one perfume for every day, and then Lily, no, then I moved on to having a perfume for everyday use and a perfume for going out. Then she's gonna knock the whole tripod. There we go, she's up. So then I went from a perfume to everyday use, going out perfume, shopping perfume. But I'm now getting into, like, this is very much a summer perfume. I'd never used to have a summer winter perfume, but I feel like this is very much a summer perfume, and something like the tobacco oud is very much a wintry smell. I'm kind of getting that now, so I've moved onto that. Yeah. So the notes basically in this, if anybody's interested, is pistachio, coconut, jasmine, tuberose, ylang ylang, tonka bean, benzoin and amber. So that's the notes in the Soleil Blanc. That's that there. So of course this is now my summer perfume. What I will say to you, it's very much, they say, which I am going to add to my collection, very much like the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. They say it's very similar to that one as well, which then I can get the Estee Lauder one. That could be my everyday summer fragrance, and this will be my going out one. Staying power is not the usual like Tom Ford. I can normally put a Tom Ford perfume on and get up in the morning and still smell it on myself. Not with this. It's not as long, the staying power. So anyway, to move on from the perfume, I picked this up. Of course, I loved the white packaging, and I thought I need a summer lipstick. Need, that's not quite the right word. I want a summer lipstick to match, and it's actually the one I have on today. And again, it comes in the gold packaging, and there we go, put it the right way around. And the number is 03. That's it there. And again, it comes in this lovely packaging just here, and that's what that looks like there, and it's what I have on today. Yeah, so that's what that looks like there. And I've tried to use that side of the lipstick, keeping the TF just there. So that's what I picked up from Edinburgh, one of my favourite places. So my next video is probably going to be wear and tear on my Christian Louboutin boots, which I've had to send back to Christian Louboutin, and I'm off to pick them up today, but I'll go into all of that in my next video. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'd like to thank everybody so very much for your comments and your thumbs up, and for subscribing. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.